What's going on, everyone? Just a quick update here to share with you what I've been working on watercolor wise. And I think what I'm going to do with the videos from now on is I'll select like one thing that I've been working on, whether I do a daily video or, every other day or once a week or whatever it is. I'll just select like one thing and talk a little bit about that and make the videos a little briefer and, yeah, just a little more focused maybe on one effort and talk about that. So anyway, this is the most recent, and I did this. Did I do this tonight? Oh no, I started this one last night and then pushed it a little farther tonight. And this is a Bouguereau study. Most of you probably know who Bouguereau is if I say the name, but for anyone who doesn't, he's a primarily a 19th century French painter. I think he died in 1905, so most of his work and activity obviously was in the 19th century. But anyway, he was known as a realist painter and an academic painter, which just means of the academies, the traditional schools of drawing and painting, that kind of thing. And a lot of his work is very much of that genre. And his particular focus overall was, I guess, I'm discovering more about him now. I mean, I've known the name and seen some of his like primary works before, but I'm learning more about him now as I'm looking through his works. And a lot of his focus is on the female form, and I'm gonna do some studies of his work. I think because the female form, there's a certain softness you need to apply to make them believable and appealing. So, and I noticed with his work, he's definitely got this really sensitive touch with the figure work that he's done. So I'm kind of going to take a close look at that and see if I can pull anything from that to push into what I'm doing. So, but anyway, this is my first Bouguereau study, and it's obviously just a portrait, complete direct side portrait, and I just really liked the angle, the gesture of this portrait, where you got this swooping neckline that goes up, and then you can almost see her pushing forward, as if I don't know, almost getting ready to move forward or looking forcefully in a particular direction at something. So I kind of like that gesture of this one. And yeah, so anyway, with this one, I just try to pay attention to the drawing part as much as I could. A watercolor paper, which is kind of still for me difficult to keep the edges intact. You can see things are a little bit fuzzy in there, particularly on the edges, around the facial contours and all that. But anyway, with this one, I just started out, as I said, with the drawing. I laid down some initial layers last night, and then I came back through tonight and tried to push the values a little farther, and saturation on some of the colors, particularly in the cheek area, where it's kind of like an orangish red, and then some green to harmonize things. There's a little bit of green in here and around this cheek and all that. And I didn't, of course, try to match the colors perfectly, but I tried to get it in the ballpark. And then once I had the initial layers down, I tried to keep the same relative colors moving and working through there in some way. So anyway, that's it. That's my Bouguereau study. And I'll be doing more this week, or weekend rather, although I'm not sure if I'll do Bouguereau or something else, but that's it for now. And I'll be making a new video in the next couple of days, so stay tuned for that, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and there will be more.